Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, today we're going to be talking about something pretty serious for Kaspa. We will obviously dive into any other new news and technical analysis towards the middle and the end of the video, but we will have to cover the allegations, ladies and gentlemen. Now, listen, I have, done some research on this. And, I'm not going to show everything. I'm not going to show everything to detail, but pretty much from what I gathered is that a lot of people believe Mexi is selling off Caspa and shorting the price every time it pumps. Now, here's the reality, ladies and gentlemen, right? This whole market is manipulated, okay? Everything is manipulated. There's no such thing as just seeing things the way they are, okay? It just does not work this way. And that includes Bitcoin, Ethereum. I mean, any meme coin, gaming coin, doesn't matter which coin. It is all the same at the end of the day. Okay. The only difference is if there's some next level inside trading, some next level pump and dump scam, and etc. But all the coins that are established, let's just say the top 100, even maybe debatably top 200, right? Let's just say hypothetically they're all established projects that have a lot of upside potential with no fraud owner, no nothing. They're going to be manipulated. Okay, everything is manipulation. When I talked about the Trump coin, I right away saw it. It traded literally like the S&P 500. Okay, on the 1 minute, on the 5 minute, and I just knew this is insider trading. It is very, very obvious, ladies and gentlemen. There's no need to get upset. The reality is, it's not just Mexi that is manipulating. It is multiple exchanges, it is the market makers, because you have to realize in order to pump price to certain areas, manipulation is required. Okay. Manipulation is required. And that is just the reality. We will go on TradingView. We will talk about certain price points and price action just so you guys understand that it is all the same across every single coin. Now, Mexi as an exchange, right? Whether you trust it or not, it's up to you, right? I know personally, uh, people have said they're overall good. Some people say they're great for certain things. Some people say they're a little bit sketchy. They're not like a Binance or a Coinbase or Bybit, even though sometimes those exchanges have problems, right? So they are a little bit more on the sketchier side compared to some exchanges, but I don't think they are single-handedly ruining the market, okay? Um, you know, the thing is, people, consolidation, structure, that all matters. That all matters. The context of the market matters more than what exchanges are doing. Okay. Because we can see even something like simple support and resistance, let's say over here, right? We do something like this. We can see, ladies and gentlemen, that, multiple times we have tapped somewhere, we held for days, and then we pumped. Same thing, right? Same thing. And I understand you might be thinking, well, demand zones, blah, blah, blah. But I'm showing you the most simple context there is. Even something like, you know, structure, right? Structure on the, higher time frames, lower time frames. We saw Caspa overall has been creating lower highs over the last couple months, right? We have a high here, high here, high here, here, and we can even see if we zoom in lower and lower that we were failing to hold this 10 cent area. And when we go to something like the candles, we can see we have created a lower high closing on the daily. And then a couple days later, we sell off very, very strongly. Okay. It's not a coincidence that happens. Okay. It's not just Mexi selling off and being like, oh, well, we single handedly destroyed the project. No, it is it is just a whole market. It is just how crypto works. It is just how market makers work. We can see Caspa recently, right? Let's just say recently has had a nice move to the upside and some sideways movement that's a little bit higher, right? Let's go to something like Render. Upside and decent sideways movement too. It's not exactly the same, but we can see Render's up, Caspa's up, something like XRP, right? Had a nice little move. And then generally it's been going sideways, sideways up a little bit, right? We can see something like ICP, right? ICP has been climbing, right? It didn't have a very big pump right away, but decent pump, and then it's just been slowly climbing up. Something like Turbo, the exact same thing, has been slowly climbing up. And we can see all these coins have very, and I mean very, very similar structure, right? They're up more or less the same amount of percent. And, even if we go to something like Bitcoin, we can see Bitcoin has something very, very similar, right? It had the nice green day, and then obviously a little bit of a pullback retest, but we were even calling for something like Bitcoin that we are going to be going up higher and higher because of the daily candle closes. Okay. So we can see a lot of coins have very, very similar structure, and it's not a coincidence. Okay. It is not a coincidence. The markets are manipulated, but like I said, I don't think something like Mexi will make or break Kaspa. It just won't, right? Sure, maybe a little bit short-term influence, but you have to realize Mexi is not the only one that is manipulating. There's multiple exchanges, there's the market makers, there's multiple whales, because this is just how the markets work. Okay, this is why they have very near identical structure. It is why it's just things are super similar. It is why the markets work the same way in crypto and stocks and in forex. Okay, it is just the same thing. Technical analysis will always pretty much show you the picture earlier. The news or what you discover is what you think is the reason of things either going up or down. Okay, and that is just the truth. That is just the truth of these markets. We can see something like Ondo also, up, sideways movement, and a little bit more up in the last few days. Um, but yeah, like guys, just don't overstress. Don't overstress. Don't think this is the reason why Caspa's not at, 10, 15, 20 cents. It is not, okay? It is not. Caspa still has a long way to go, and we will most likely be seeing some type of retracement because Bitcoin does have a hole and a gap, and we also have a nice candle right here for Kaspa to go back, take out liquidity, and pull more orders in, get more order flows to then continue pushing up higher. Right? We can see even something like the daily candles, it is looking very, very weak. We can see when we go over here, right? We swept this, we swept the last high, but we closed all the way down here. We are forming at this current moment lower highs, and I expect Kaspa to have some type of pullback, right? Maybe not, maybe it won't go super deep, but somewhere maybe down to even 7 cents before it pushes up higher. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is just technical analysis. We will see how it plays out in a few days. We'll see if my words became true. And, then you can just judge based off what I said if, technical analysis does show the big picture or if I was just BSing, right? Anyways, let's dive into some news. We did get a nice, good listing today from, Hybit official, right? So Kaspa is listed there. That is what we like to see. Kaspa has also been getting a good amount of support. They've been consistently active on their Twitter and they've been getting good views, right? Tens of thousands, sometimes even pushing those 6 figures for views. So very active, very healthy page. Consistent listings, consistent work. We obviously know the crescendo map is almost done. We know April, May is going to be very huge for Kaspa, and I cannot wait to see how this project, evolves and the price is going to be during the peak of altcoin season. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.